Woohoo! This is gonna be a good one because we got pumpkin stuff, we got lobster bisque, we have maple stuff, we have butternut squash stuff, we have things for everybody, and we're not gonna leave out the beer either. This haul, or this taste test, if you watch the haul, you know what's in this taste test. There's a ton of stuff we're gonna try, and we're not gonna waste any time. So give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and let's get right into this, baby!
Alright, ooh baby, just hold tight. We're up at the moonlight, believe in the magic.
So we're clearly really excited and amped up for this week. Now I will say, I'm waiting for that butternut squash mac and cheese to arrive, and once it does, I'm gonna stock up. But alas, is not here yet. That's my favorite thing. So something that reminded me of that though is this new butternut squash Italian lasagna. I cooked it in the microwave to save time, and also, you know what? I'm sure it's delicious baked, but let's tell everybody what it tastes like when it's microwaved, because some people want to know that.
You know, I figure most people are probably going to be microwaving this anyways, because if you're buying this, probably don't have time to make things in the oven and you're grabbing something for on the go. So
True.
It's probably a good thing that we made it in the microwave, but let's see how it tastes.
45 minutes in the oven, by the way.
That's actually really good.
Really good.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
very pleasantly surprised.
That has a great flavor. It is so creamy from the butternut squash. It is exploding with flavor. The little pepitas on top give it just a little bit of like a chew. They're not crunchy, but got a little bit of chew to it. There's little herbs on top, and it's just overall really good. I feel like I definitely will buy another one of these, at least one.
I'll tell you, it does taste a little bit like what you're missing is the pumpkin squash mac and cheese, or whatever it's called, butternut squash mac and cheese. Very similar in flavor to that.
I agree, and that's why I kind of like it. It reminds me of it, and it does have a similar flavor, that butternut squash flavor. So if you like that, this one will tide you over until the actual mac and cheese comes in. But yeah, I think this is excellent, great product. It came out perfectly microwaved. Like I said, if you bake it, I think the top might get a little more crispy because there's supposed to be, I think, like little breadcrumbs on top. And that wasn't crispy, obviously. It's in the microwave, so it was a little soggy, but it didn't affect the overall taste, flavor, texture. To me, still was great. So I give this one a 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
10
wow.
out of 10.
That doesn't happen very often.
Yeah.
But I will be right there. I'm going to say 8.5 out of 10. I thought it was really good. Would like to see how it is when it's oven baked. And, you know, 10 out of 10 is reserved for the best of the best. So I wasn't quite there, but I still thought it was really good.
Nice. All right. Well, Tim's going to go ahead and try the new lobster bisque. This is a fresh soup that Trader Joe's just released, and he's going to try that.
Yes. So right off the bat, I can notice there's a little bit of chunks, but I really like to have those lobster chunks in there. But of course, it goes up in price the more chunks you have. So let's give it a try and see how it tastes.
It doesn't smell overly fishy either. Sometimes some of these things that Tim opens up and cooks, I'm like, wow, we need to open all the windows. Sometimes this shrimp's really shrimpy. But this one, like, it didn't really smell too lobster biscuity.
Lobster biscuit. Well, it was really good. I think it needs a little bit of salt and pepper, maybe hot sauce. It kind of has like a creamy flavor to it. It does have that lobster and, you know, ocean type of flavor to it as well, which I personally really enjoy. But it does have me longing for a little bit more. So I think I might take this and get a little funky with it, make it my own, maybe even, call me crazy, dice up a little bit of shrimp, throw it in there, salt and pepper, and really jazz it up. But as it is, I would give it a 7.8 out of 10.
All right.
Because I love lobster bisque.
I think it's funny because Tim's like, oh, I might get crazy and add shrimp. He literally adds shrimp to everything. Like, that's not even like crazy for him. Okay, well, you've had 2 items. I've had one. I think it's time to wash it down with a nice ice cold beer.
I couldn't agree more.
I think we should start with the Oktoberfest Golden Road. This is the German style Marzen, 5.8%. And I'm excited to see how this is gonna be because we love trying, like I said in the haul, we love trying all the different Oktoberfest. This is like one of our little like traditions at this point, I feel like, because we really like I set the mood for decorating for Halloween, which I'm going to be doing next weekend. I'm filming it, so don't worry, there will be a video. But when I do that, I have to have a nice cold pumpkin beer, have my scary movie on, have the ambiance set. So it's good that we're trying them now.
Cheers.
Ooh, I like that.
It's really good. You know, the flavor is a lot darker than I thought it was going to be, and but it doesn't taste very heavy at all. It's really good, and I'm surprised as well because the Golden Road, this one, it actually has more alcohol than the Oktoberfest that we're going to try in a bit. But really good. I thought this was a great Oktoberfest beer.
Yeah, I agree. I think it has a lot of those spices in it that you expect in a fall beer, and I feel like the balance is perfect. It's actually a refreshing, nice, like it's been refrigerated, so it's nice and crisp and cold, but it has just an overall really nice flavor. I'm not like sick of it. I don't feel like it has any bitter aftertaste. It's just a really nice, smooth, easy to drink beer, and now I'm regretting that I only got one can, because I went by label, of course, because this other one is such a cool can. But I really like this, and I think if we go back, I'll definitely pick up a couple more because this is a really nice beer. Okay, so we're in the beer spirit. Get it? Spirit beer. We're going to try the new Delis de Janlon, and it is a semi-soft cheese washed with Janlon beer. And I'm excited to try this because I think sometimes these cheeses, you can't taste that there's even beer at all. And some of them you're like, oh my gosh, am I drinking a beer while I'm chewing on some cheese?
I think that one that you're referring to, I know which beer you're referring to, or the cheese that you're referring to. I don't think this is going to be like that one. I think a nice beer cheese, you know, I love having beer cheese like melted with like nachos or French fries that are like beer battered fries. All of those are so good. But let's see how the Janlon tastes.
Okay.
No?
Oh my god, that is so bad. That tastes like vomit. I have to eat something else. This is like, that tasted like I just can't even talk about it. Oh my gosh, that's probably the worst thing I've ever had in a taste test.
What? Worse than the black chocolate? Well, folks, go out and get it now while it's still in.
Get that cheese out of my face.
Okay.
Not even kidding.
Well, it is a soft cheese, and
oh my gosh.
I don't think it was as bad as you thought it was.
That was gag worthy. I apologize. Get myself together. That was so just terrible. And actually, before I put it in my mouth, I smelled it, and the smell alone made me start to gag. I don't even know I put that in my mouth. That is, I'm sorry. I'm gonna tell you right now what it tasted, reminded me of is barf. I'm not kidding. Like, you know, we've all barfed. That straight up, like, I can't even look at the cheese. I want to gag.
Get this out of here.
Get it out of here. Dude, that's not going back in the fridge. You better eat it today if you like it. Did you like it?
I mean, man, it's hard to say that I liked it now. I think that I thought it was decent until I heard you like lose it, and then I was influenced. But I thought it was, so I'm not a big fan of the soft cheese. It's definitely like a soft cheese, and it has some flavors going on that I can't really quite put my finger on. But I don't know. I personally don't think that I loved it, and I'm now very influenced. So
don't be influenced. You know, honestly, that was the most true, real reaction. I'm typically pretty good at, like, even if I don't like something, I can finish it. That got spit out into the trash can. I could not swallow it. I almost gagged. I don't think I could pick anything worse to eat. That was the absolute top of my list. I don't want to even see it. The smell alone is just not good. Now, if you like it, no offense. This is just obviously it's an opinion, and it's something that I just couldn't handle, the taste, the smell, everything. So I'm not being dramatic. This is just really what I felt, and it was not for me. So we're moving on.
Well, we know that it's not good for you. So we have that well established. Let's do something that's not good for me. something that I know you all are waiting for me to see.
Oh, the Truffle
And that
Ranch.
is the Truffle Ranch that came out this week.
I can drink that over eating that cheese.
This looks so gross. I don't even want to open it. You open it.
I'll
Take
open it.
that thing away.
You know, I guess it's fair because I don't even think you've had this reaction with truffle before.
No, but you know, for everybody that's a new viewer.
Ooh, that's a strong truffle
Oh God. All your new viewers out there. Oh, I hate truffle. And this is my nightmare.
I gotta go get the vegetables.
Oh my gosh, it smells so strong. Oh my God, I'm not even kidding.
Well, I thought it would be a perfect time to use the veggie tray that just came out at Trader Joe's. So even though these veggies look like they're 7 years old, we're gonna go ahead and dip them. I think I'll try a sugar snap pea. Which veggie are you gonna go for?
I guess the year-old carrots. The geriatric carrots here.
Okay, so I'm gonna dip into this. We'll see how it goes.
Get that away, it stinks. Oh my God, I gotta let you watch it. You're going back for more.
I'm gonna try it.
Oh my God, it smells so bad. All right, here we go, folks. I'm doing it. Oh.
Tim and I are gonna fight to who gets to go to the bathroom first after this taste test because we're gonna be needing to rinse our mouth out.
It lingers. Oh.
Okay, so it's okay. I mean, the truffle flavor is there. The ranch flavor, it's like, you know, can you taste ranch in there?
No.
Or you just taste truffle?
Oh, it was truffle all the way.
Only truffle? I mean, I feel like
oh my gosh.
it smells truffly, but you can definitely smell the ranch in there too. It has that little bit of tang. I would hope for more tang, but I would say the truffle ranch flavor balance is pretty good. It's pretty even there. I personally, I wouldn't like reach for this for my veggies, but maybe on like a baked potato, this might be good, or French fries or something like that. I feel like potatoes would be really good with this. All said and done, I mean, I'll give it a 5 out of 10 just because it's not my cup of tea, but it's also not terrible, and it's kind of one of those niche things. Like, if you don't want ranch, you want to add truffle to it, there you go, Truffle Ranch.
I feel like I'm sweating, like all over my body. I hate truffle, but I'll be subjective in my answer here and say that if I enjoyed the flavor of truffle, that I would use these with, like you said, French fries. I can see it being like a dipping sauce, but that truffle flavor is overpowering. It's strong, and that's why I could never imagine anybody on this green earth wanting to put it on a salad and just having it be the primary flavor. Too much. I'm ready to move on from it.
Yeah, I don't think this would be good on a salad, honestly. I just don't think that would be it. But we're going to move on now to the Almond Chipotle Dip. I hope we're over the hump of having both of us have just like an obnoxious, obscene thing in our nose. All right, so we are going to dip in with the veggie tray once again and try out this Almond Chipotle Dip, smoky and spicy plant-based dip. It's a vegan dip. And it looks, I don't know, kind of grainy like you would think with almonds in it. So let's try it.
Yeah. Interesting.
That's good.
It does have a smokiness to it.
And it's spicy. That's spicier than like normal. Just like, it's not, it's got definitely a spicy kick. My whole mouth is warm right now. Almost said my whole house. I think this is actually really good. It probably would be good with celery, but I'm not even going to attempt celery here.
No, these veggies are no good. So we didn't really give much of a review on this.
Look at this.
Yeah, we didn't give much of a review on this veggie tray. Please go buy your veggies somewhere else. Don't waste your time on this. This looks so bad.
Well, theirs might be better than these, but
I sure hope so.
The only thing that looks good is the broccoli in this. I feel like this would be really good with tortilla chips, although the dip is very thick, so you do need to have a tortilla chip that's not going to break the second you dip it in, because it's a thick, like, not going anywhere type of dip. So I feel like that would be good. Any other suggestions for this? Maybe a sandwich?
I was kind of thinking about making it like within like chili or something. using it as an ingredient for like chili to make it a little bit more creamy, but also give it that spicy, smoky flavor. I think it's pretty versatile. It does seem like it could be a versatile dip.
Yeah, that's actually a really good idea. I think cooking with something like that will thicken up whatever you're making. But it is spicy, so if you want to cut it and like if you added it to a soup or something or a chili, that will help bring up the heat, but I would say not for kids. Like this is too spicy for kids. Okay, so to cut the spice, we're gonna try the next beer, which is the Rocktoberfest by Almanac, and this is the little can that I love. It looks so fun and festive. Ooh, this one's dark too.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, let's see how it is.
That's very light.
I mean, it has a little bit of a bitterness to it too. I'm not like the biggest. I think that other one by Golden Road was phenomenal. This one, you know, the can is deceiving because I thought this one was gonna taste better, but honestly, it's just kind of like it tastes like a stronger beer than the other one, and the other one's actually stronger. So I don't know.
So I don't know that it tastes stronger because my first reaction was it tastes very light, but it has more of that bitter flavor. Whereas the Golden Road Oktoberfest beer had more flavor and less bitterness. And it was an all-around better beer than this one. So not to say this is terrible. It's still good, you know, for what it is. I would like it to have more flavor, less bitterness, and more alcohol per volume. No, in all seriousness, it's an okay beer.
Yeah, it's. I think you're right. It definitely has like it's a different flavor. Actually, it just tastes like straight beer. Where the other one, you had those spices, and it tasted way more like a fall October beer, something with like an enhancement to the actual beer itself. And this one just kind of falls flat, and it does have that little bit bitter aftertaste.
All right, honey, we're going to move on to the last thing that's just for me, and this is the chicken and green chili Papasa. I just made this in the air fryer. It says about 5 minutes on each side, and it's a little crispy on the outside and hopefully cooked on the inside, so I'm going to give it a try.
So it's like a little round disc. Do you want to hold it up to show?
Oh, yeah. I'm kind of dicing it up, but you can get the idea. It's like a round disc. There's 3 of them in the box. And
there's 3 in a box?
Yeah, there's 3.
I thought there was only 2. Okay.
And is this like corn on the outside? I think that's what it is, right? Okay.
We've tried them before when it was just the cheese ones, and those were good too. They're a little plain, so I feel like you could like do salsa or something on it, but we'll see how this one is flavor-wise for you.
Absolutely. It reminds me a lot of like not a taquito. What's the thing that has the corn husks around it?
Oh, tamale.
Tamale, yeah. It smells a lot like a tamale, so that's what I anticipate this will be.
Tamales are so good.
Yeah, so here we go.
Now, Tim air fried these because there was an air fryer instruction. There's also like pan frying too. So how did the air fryer fare? Did it cook it?
It cooked it perfectly well.
Okay.
It's really hot and delicious. I think I stand by what I said. This tastes just like a tamale, like a green chili and chicken tamale. This is what it tastes like, just flattened out. And so if you like those, go out and get them. These are really good and has a really good flavor. I think this is white meat in here. I could be wrong, but the chicken does taste really good, so I enjoy it.
Nice. And I do want to say, like, these taste tests have really opened Tim and I up to all different cultures, all their foods, and it's so fun to try new things. So I know some people in the comments will probably be like, it's a papusa, it's not a tamale, but when you're introduced to something new, sometimes it's better and easier to compare to something you already know to help us describe the product. So I just want you guys to bear in mind that we always come in with an open mind and love trying all the culture's foods, and we want to like embrace that, and we want everybody else out there to try them too, because sometimes people are afraid to try new things, and Trader Joe's really does encompass all different cultures around the world and their foods, and I feel like it kind of can bring us together instead of divide us. So I hope that in the comments we see positive comments about these foods we're trying, and we're trying to keep an open mind. So I just wanted to put that out there because this is all learning for us and for some of you who have never seen or heard what this is before. Okay, well, we're actually into the sweets now, And we have a couple things to try. I want to start with these little protein bars because these aren't necessarily as sweet, but the flavors are chocolate caramel and chocolate cookie butter. Kind of want to try the caramel first because I feel like the cookie butter is going to be my favorite. So I'm going to save the best for last here. So here it is. These are the Misfits Bars. Already liking it because it's all the way fully covered with chocolate. So I love the chocolatey coating on the outside, and that's kind of where it ends for me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, the inside, it almost dries out your mouth. It's like almost like a powdery consistency. It has little crunchy, like Rice Krispie bits in there. I don't know if they're Rice Krispie bits, but that's the texture that it feels like when I'm chewing. So you get these little crunchies, but it's almost like putting protein powder in your mouth mixed with chocolate and then the crunchies and then you're chewing that. I don't know. I just felt like it dried my mouth up.
Yeah, it does have a dry...
You're getting more beer too.
Yeah, well that's because I like beer. But it does have a dry texture. I will definitely admit it does have that. I love that it has those... They're like Rice Krispies, but like even smaller. They're very small little Rice Krispies. Which definitely enhance the texture of it. Makes it more airy and light and a little bit of crunch when you bite into it.
Yeah.
It tastes to me like, if you ever had like Tiger Bar, basically just protein bars with almost like, is it caramel? Yeah, that caramel flavor does come through and the chocolate outside. Not my favorite, but again, we have to not think of this as a candy bar, but thinking of it as a plant-based protein bar.
Yeah.
And I think it was pretty good for that being the understanding.
Okay. I'm not really a big protein bar person in general, but I just feel like, I don't know, I've had better ones for sure, but let's try the cookie butter one.
All right, so I assume it would be a little softer. We'll find out. It looks the same. Mm-hmm. What do you think about this one, honey?
I feel like I like the flavor better of this one.
Yeah.
I think it's a better flavor. Again, though, I feel like I had to chew this for so long. We cut out our chewing, so it will take away from the video if we should us chewing the entire time. These, both of us chewed for a very long time before we could talk again. And I just think like, I prefer to just have like some cottage cheese before I go on a run, or after a workout have something that's protein packed rather than eating a bar. But I get that some people don't have that option. They have to run out their house or go to the gym, whatever it is. Now, if you're vegan and you want a plant-based bar, try these out because honestly, they're not bad. They're just, I've had better, and I just don't I don't gravitate toward these bars in general. So I just am kind of like about it. They're not my favorite. They're not the worst, but it's whatever.
Yeah, I agree. I think I've probably had better, but I don't think they're, I would never say that they're bad. I think they're pretty good, actually.
Yeah, they're not bad. Next, we have the new pumpkin scones. These come in frozen, and you only have to let them sit about 5 minutes while the oven preheats, and they bake up really nice. I see little pieces of ginger in there already, so I feel like this is gonna be very gingery. So Tim and I will share. I made two. They're about this size.
Oh, they smell good.
But of course, they're scones. Let's try them.
Now these are good.
It tastes like pumpkin bread.
Yeah, I could do with a little bit of frosting on here, to be honest. A little bit dry.
Well, you're supposed to have it with tea.
Oh, okay.
So.
Well, I don't have tea, so I would do frosting.
So I don't notice an overpowering ginger flavor in here. I think the little ginger pieces just, I don't even taste the chewiness of them, honestly.
No.
They kind of get lost in the mix. But the most all-around flavor, taste, and texture of this is going to be like a pumpkin bread.
Yep.
That's really what it tastes like. It's dense, it's thick, it's moist in the center. The outer parts are drier. And I feel like it's a job well done. It's a really good scone. I feel like these are the perfect size. This is what it looks like when it's just normal. Perfect size for one person, just having it with tea or whatever for breakfast. And all said and done, really good quality, tastes great. Definitely a pumpkin-y scone, so you got what you paid for on that one.
Yeah, I agree. I thought it was pretty good. I didn't have high expectations. It kind of looks dry, and it was still on the dry side. But like you said, if you're having tea, that'll certainly, you know, be fine. So yeah, another great find.
Okay, we're gonna go into the maple spice nut mix. And then the last thing we're trying is another maple product, which is the maple flavored fudge. Save the sweetest for last.
Yes.
So we're gonna go ahead and dig into this.
Okay, it looks like there's some cranberries in there. Some,
Oh,
oh, hey-oh.
we got, yeah, so almonds, cranberries. I wanna kind of get one of everything. Walnuts.
Pepitas, pecans.
Oh, these are mapley.
Yeah, they certainly are. Not bad. It's not too much, you know.
Those pecans, they're not walnuts, they're pecans, are amazing.
Okay, let me try one.
Oh my gosh. The pecans are where it's at. These taste so good.
I like the almonds. Pecans are good too.
I like the pecans just kind of like, they're softer.
Yeah. Yeah, they are.
This is good. It's got a little spice to it. You taste that?
I actually do. I think it's they have black pepper in there, right?
Yeah, pecans have red and black pepper.
Yeah.
And it definitely has a spicy kick to it. So if you want something that's not just straight maple, because sometimes it does get like a little boring, that spice kick really steps it up a notch. And this is a unique mix. I will say, having this out, I'm going to put this out on my counter because I feel like I want people to try this because it's really good, great quality. And I like the interestingness of having it be sweet and then spicy. Like, my whole mouth's kind of warm right now because I had 3 pecans in a row. Really good.
Yeah, they do have a spice. It makes you really want to keep going back for more.
Yeah.
It's a little bit addicting. And,
It does.
And I don't like maple. So
We don't even eat nuts.
and we don't even eat nuts. So, you know, the fact that we want more is a good sign. So if you like maple, if you like nuts, if you like maple and nuts, you're going to love these. For those that don't like or that do love maple, let's move along over here to the very last item that we have, which is the maple flavored fudge. These look like little chunks, and let's go ahead and give these a try.
Oh, these are much bigger than
yeah.
what the picture looks like.
These look like little sugar cubes, and the real deal are like massive.
Okay, let's just share a piece, yeah?
Absolutely.
I feel like I'm stuffed. This has been a lot of food.
Mapley. Wow. Holy smokes. It's really sweet, really mapley.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It kind of reminds me of butterscotch, honestly. It tastes like so much like that.
Yeah, I can see that.
It's really soft and it has a really, really strong flavor. I think it's maple and butterscotch. That's what it tastes like. I can't get that butterscotch out of my head. It says that it's buttery English fudge. It's probably the butter. That's what it is.
Yeah, maybe.
Obviously, butterscotch butter. And I feel like a little goes a long way. Like, I took one bite and I do not want the second bite because it's very flavorful. There's a lot of sugar in this and it just seems to be one of those, I don't know. I need something special to drink with this so that I can kind of wash down that flavor each and every bite because it's strong flavor. But if you like maple and especially if you like butterscotch, I would say try it out, see if you like it.
Now, it says on the box that serving size is 3 pieces.
Yeah, I know, I saw that.
Who's having 3 pieces of this? Tell me. That's crazy. But
People that like it.
I personally feel like it should be used for like cooking or something, making like baking it and like boiling it down or something, because it is very strong, very sweet, and you know, if you like the sweet fudge or sweet maple fudge, this is your thing right here.
For sure. All right, well that's it. We finished. We got through it all. Thanks for sticking around if you're still here. And of course, there's gonna be a question of the week, and here's the question. What is a tradition that you celebrate during this fall season? So what's something you do year after year that tends to be something that you've put into as a tradition for yourself, your family, whatever it may be? I kind of talked about Halloween and how we decorate. I have like my little routine, but I'll also say we also have a tradition on Halloween. I always encompass fall with Halloween. Sorry, that's just me. It can be anything fall related though. We do a pumpkin patch every year. That's a tradition. And we always have pizza when we trick or treat. And that's just kind of like a known thing. And I buy special Halloween paper plates and we order pizza and we have that right before we leave and get candy. So that's one of our fun traditions that we've had since Benson was basically a baby.
Yeah, I mean, it's our tradition together.
Yeah.
Well, just to add to it, one other thing we do sometimes, most of the time on Halloween, is have like a goblin cup or a skull cup or something like that, and we have to go around with some wine and trick or treat around the neighborhood, and it's a lot of fun. So
it is.
Yeah, so I'd love to hear everybody else's as well and understand
Definitely.
everybody else's.
Let me know your traditions or something that you might want to start. If you don't have any traditions yet, you can always start this year. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Next week is gonna it keeps amping up.
Pumpkin season, baby.
So subscribe. Don't miss out on all the new stuff that I show every single week. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.